Thanks for tuning in to Jam Happy Hour, benefiting Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. I'm Michelle, the M in Jam Sellers, that with my husband John, we started a decade ago. Sweet Relief is a nonprofit fund that provides financial assistance for career musicians and industry workers who are struggling to make ends meet. And with your help, over the next 12 months, Jam Sellers is committed to raising $25,000 for Sweet Relief. Simply listen in, comment, share, or like, and Jam Sellers will donate $1 up to $2,500 per show if you do. Plus, you can click or text to donate directly to Sweet Relief. So pour yourself a glass of butter Chardonnay and get ready to enjoy some new music. Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Welcome into the Jam Happy Hour. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday or whatever day you may joining us in podcast land eventually down the line. This is our Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, and tonight we are joined by Elizabeth and the Catapult, jumping in to play some music, enjoy some wine, and just kind of hang out and get to know each other. So hi, cheers.
Hi, cheers to you. I was
Thank
sent
you
this,
so
this beautiful
much.
bottle of wine.
I know. I mean, it's a bad thing. Somebody's got to do it. We get to hang out, sip some great wine, and get to know each other a little bit better. And what I love about the Jam Happy Hour is, and I've said it so many times, that your fans get to know us and our fans get to know you, and we just get to hang out and learn more about each other. And what's not to like about that?
Yeah, we have some very good symbiosis right now, and especially if this is helping musicians or artists and anyone in the entertainment industry in need, that is something I can get behind.
It's such a beautiful thing, and it's really easy to do for anybody that's watching now, or if you're catching like halfway through the show, by simply liking, commenting, sharing. We will donate the dollar on your behalf. So if you feel a certain way during a song and you want to throw an emoji up, that's $1. If you want to invite your mom to grab a glass of wine and come watch along with us, that's $1. So we're already over $15,000 for the year. And like you said, it's such a great fun. So again, thank you, Elizabeth, for being with us tonight here in the Jam Happy Hour. It is about the music and it is about your artistry. And we're about to dive in and kind of get to know you a little bit better. I love to jump right into the music. And you said we have like an interesting treat in our first song this evening. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, this song is called Together Alone. I wrote it I wrote it a couple years ago when I was at home. I made a record during the pandemic lockdown, and I was spending so much time on my phone. It was actually, in many ways, an absolute blessing. I was on the phone with my mom more than I had ever been, with friends. But then also, like you can only take so much, you can love Instagram, but it's also,
now we're like,
it's a wild ride out there. Yeah. Now we're just like, now it's a serotonin and it's like, it's addictive. Like, I don't know, like anything would be addictive. Yeah. Like chocolate. That's a nice addiction.
Like
Thank
chocolate.
you. Exactly like chocolate. I was going to say something like gambling. I don't know why I don't gamble, but I was going to say one of the worst ones. Okay.
But no, I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah. We definitely got plugged in, maybe not in the best way.
Yeah. I mean, how many people do you think wake up, and whereas they maybe used to wake up in the morning and like first look at the paper as the first thing they looked at, or maybe like open the windows, or like just went straight to coffee, that now just like wake up and like scroll on their phone, like email or Instagram.
I would say 99% of us probably
It's so weird. Okay, so I agree. It's 99. So this is a song about, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. With our phones. When did it happen? I still don't recall it. Life wasn't enough until after I typed it. Tell me a secret. I still won't believe it till after you shot it. Till you make it public and you said, Elizabeth, I am just phoning it in. Quite literally, I lost that poetry. Texting without meaning, the song without feeling, a dog without a bone. We're talking without speaking, together alone, together. 'cause my brain is connected to my hand, is connected to my phone. One more photo of a wedding in a picture-perfect home. Oh, lying in bed, late in the evening, you're never alone, even when you are sleeping. Oh, my brain is connected to my hand, is connected to my phone. I fell in love with a boy on the screen. He looked so real in my digital dream. I heard the sound of a bluebird singing a song. Closed my eyes when I woke, he was already gone. Flesh and blood when I look at the sun. Not just a fact, but a figure to become. Close my eyes, all the people were singing. Once wrote a song to the sound of your heartbeat. Da-dum, dum, da-dum, dum. Let's listen to the sound of our heartbeat. Da-dum, dum, da-dum, dum. Oh, do you remember the feeling? Da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum, dum. Of a true heartbeat. Do you ever think that you're too young to be complaining about your memory? Oh, I've often wondered, do you ever think that you're too young to be forgetting where to go? Oh, I've often wondered, does your potential make you feel bitter? Throw your computer in the Hudson River. Oh, my brain is connected to my hand, is connected to my phone. 'Cause no one stops anymore, always ready for that next big thing. No one rests anymore, always searching for that new beginning. So worried about what could be missing, that we miss out on the life that we're living. And the kiss you're about to give me now, and the kiss you're about to give me. Now, 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 now. 'Cause I fell in love with a boy on the screen, this is true. I met my boyfriend, or I started dating him a year ago, and we were hanging out on the screen first. But where was I? I fell in love with a boy on the screen. He looked so real in my digital dream. I heard the sound of a bluebird singing a song. Closed my eyes when I woke, he was already gone. Flesh and blood when I look at the sun. Not just a fact, but a figure to become. Closed my eyes, all the people were singing. Da, da, da. Too tired to speak, too bored to stay home, too apathetic to listen, too brash to be bold. I think I'm just phoning it in, and I don't even know it. Let's all yawn in unison, together alone.
Together alone, which many of us were. for quite a long time. That is a really great song. And you know what? It's a really great story, too. And I think that's the beauty of music is a lot of people can kind of hear their own story, maybe in the
Yeah.
story that you're sharing.
I mean, if that were whenever that happens as a songwriter, it's lucky. And I think that I was very um I felt very lucky to release the music when I did,
Hmm.
because I made a record about what was happening a couple years ago, like everyone else did. Really, there's a bunch of
There was a
musicians
lot
stuck
of
in their
it, but
house.
there
What
were
else are they
all,
gonna do but record, right?
well,
But
you had to be in a
I was,
very creative space, but everybody
yeah,
was going through something different.
they were going through something different, and then and it was about introspection. And so the whole album was actually about the different ways that we're lonely. You can be lonely within a relationship. You can be lonely when you're out on the road surrounded by people all the time. And so this one was a little bit more literal, but the way that I was lucky is that I was able to release this music and this album early, like right after it happened. So
Right.
once in a blue moon in your career, you write about what's happening when it's happening, and you can actually release it within the same time frame when people are feeling it. And so my 7-minute song that like is, it's not a pop, I don't write like pop hits,
Well,
but
you're
this
2 minutes and 55 seconds of one hook over and over again.
yeah. So I'm not
What?
like not writing like a pop punk song or something, but what I mean is that like it was a little different. And I was able to tell the story. It was on All Songs Considered and a lot of NPR love and stuff that I hadn't
Yeah.
really been able to like engage with in many years. I've been doing this for a long time. And so in that way, I felt like, oh, like I just reacted and said what I was going to curse, but everyone is saying
You
and
can if you
everyone is
want to.
feeling,
Yeah.
and it's continuing, which is bizarre because this is a song. Some of my other songs that are, more apocalyptic that I wrote, this song Birds and the Bees and other songs off the album.
In that same period.
Yes, I don't think that they're always, you start off a set with that song, an apocalyptic song, and like people don't really know what to do with it anymore because we really are in a different, we're in a very different stage. However, we still don't know how that experience has affected us.
Oh, girl,
We
we could
don't
go down that
know.
rabbit hole. And
We're going to not know for years. And so I am weirder
yeah.
with my phone now. I am permanently weirder about my phone and have to set limits, through the rules, and they have little gadgets and like apps that you can set limits
you've
on
been
your
on
phone.
30 minutes longer than you were last week.
Yes,
You're like,
yes.
put it down. But I think a lot of us kind of went through that, like collectively,
Yeah.
like all of a sudden we were very attached, to these things that kept us attached to other people. And it was very Pavlovian of ding, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah.
reaching out because we were just so starved for that attention. But I
Yeah.
think one thing that's going to be very interesting on the other side of this, years down the road, where we can all look back and study it, is the amount of creativity and content that came out during this period is going to be unlike anything, than we've ever seen.
Oh,
before.
yeah. Yeah,
And
there
it's going to
was
be a very
definitely a lot of
studyable part of time.
It is, and it also, even going out now, you almost
weird,
there's like this devil on my shoulder all the time that like
Yeah.
will be like, it's like there's more, or what is it like in Freud? It's like the super ego. There's like more of like the
the
discipliner
super ego.
in my head is like there's a little more of of someone being the Punisher. It's called the Punisher, who's like,
Okay.
well, okay, well, but are you staying out super late because you couldn't do that a year ago, or because you're just having a little
Wash
too
your
much fun
hands.
right now? Or yeah, exactly. And it's just like it's always kind of it's just like it's looking at we really haven't really adapted basically back to normal, but we're doing all the normal
No.
stuff.
We're crazy.
That's what it is. We're a little crazier
crazy.
than usual.
You look at like the
Yeah.
touring schedule. Like if you just pull
Yeah.
up, any of your favorite websites to see who's coming through town, what, Polestar, Ticketmaster, Woodlight Nation, whatever you're into, the list of concerts is like, it is like crazy Rolodex, if you want to go old
Yes.
school, that you literally could just like, there's 10 shows a night in any given town at any given time. And I think
Yes.
that's that snapback of, oh my God,
Yes.
we miss this so much. We want to
Yes.
get back out there, which is a great transition into what we're doing tonight with the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund.
Yes.
Before COVID, during COVID, after COVID, they're always going to be there to help out musicians and artists, back line, front of the house, back of house, side of house, all the things. So by simply liking, commenting, sharing, thumbs upping, we're going to donate $1 to that fund. And then that's the great part of music and entertainment is that it is one giant kind of ongoing infinity loop of
Yes. Ooh, I like
just
that.
trying to get through it all together.
Yes, definitely.
So,
And yeah, I and also like I'm playing more shows. I will just say, like, in response to how many how many gigs you're
There's so
seeing on the
many.
websites, is that
So
I
many.
am actually playing more shows
That's exciting.
than I have in general in my career. In that I don't go out for like the full month, or the full 2 months, or people that are really out there all year. I used to do a lot of film scoring before the pandemic.
Very
And
cool.
now I just make sure I do a lot of live streaming at home because it can reach all of my fans at any time of day. And I have this whole like rig that I set up that sounds just like my studio when I like have it set up with the right stuff. And it's it's so luxurious to be at home and to like have such specificity about how you're sharing and also to share such new songs. So that's something that's beautiful that came out of I do that more now. And I just
you
want
may
to
or
play.
may not be wearing yoga pants.
Yeah. Oh, I am.
Me too.
Anyway, so I'm like showing you my belly. I don't know what that was for. Yes.
I want to talk about more of the fashion choices here in just a little bit.
Yes,
But like
let's
I
talk
told
about
you,
that. Let's talk about that quickly. Let's get over it. Get over it.
It's the fastest hour in music, and we're already almost 20 minutes in, and I swear to God, this happens every time. We just get to chatting, and I want to get to the music. So
okay.
We'll circle back around. But what would you like to play for us next here in the Jam Happy Hour?
You're very good at that, at ushering me back towards music. Thank you. But I will say, I'm just going to say it now because I don't want to seem like a fool in this very hot
Oh, well,
coat
you
for
should.
no reason.
Yes.
Even though I'm fooling in this coat, whatever that means.
Go to her Instagram. You'll see it for yourself right now, I promise. But yes, please tell everybody why you're wearing this big,
just really quickly
coat.
Is that I'm wearing this because a beautiful painter who is a fan of mine surprised me with a painting with me in this coat and all of my present bunny rabbits that I own and one of my rabbits that died like a year ago. It's like an homage to all of us, and it was so moving. So I'm dedicating this one to Hannah. And
cheers, Hannah.
Cheers. You're awesome. So let's see. Should I do something else? Should I do one of the more? Should I do the apocalyptic?
What do you think Hannah would like?
I talked about it. What would Hannah like? It's true. What would Hannah like? You know what? This is a happy hour. It's called a happy hour.
It is.
So I'm going to play a song not about the apocalypse. I'm going to play a song. Okay. I'm going to play. You know what's perfect for this? Is a song called Mama's Boy that was off of my very first album that I hardly ever play. And it's, speaking of Freud, why is Freud coming up so much?
We're having a thing. Yeah.
The edible complex.
Did you say edible? I'm just kidding.
This is the edible. Thank you.
Not Oedipus.
Oh, you're fun. Okay. So here we go. If you want a girl to be your mother, go find another one. You only call me when your life's going under. I'm not just a cover up. Then you want to be the tough guy with the appetite. Well, I'm not gonna stop you. But if you're looking for a bed to recover on, go find another one. And you're a grown boy. You're such a grown boy. Don't expect the world to clean up for you, 'cause they don't have to. Don't expect the stars to line up for you. They'll shine right past you. You seem to think you always get exactly what you ask for. But I'm not your mother. be your mother. Go find another, go find another one. You only call me when you're down on your dollar. I'm not just to cover, not just to cover up. Then you want to be the tough guy with the appetite. You want to eat your cake, don't you? But if you're looking for a bed to recover on, go find another one, go find another one. If you're looking for a bed to recover on, go find another one, go find another one. This your grown boy, you're such a grown boy. Don't expect the world. Don't expect the world. Don't expect the world to clean up for you, 'cause they don't have to. Don't expect the stars to line up for you. They'll shine right past you. You seem to think you always get exactly what you ask for. But I'm not your mother. If you want a girl to be your mother, you had better go and find another. If you want a girl to be your mother, oh, go find another one.
It's like a happy song, but yet at the same time,
It's a little
you're
bitchy.
like go clean up your mess and come back later, because I don't have time for that. And I love that about you. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And the Catapult hanging here in the Jam Happy Hour tonight to benefit the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. A lot of comments going up on the Facebook and the YouTube, and we totally appreciate that, because for every comment, we get to donate $1 to the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. So thank you, Mossy and Andrea and Kim and everybody who's jumping in and enjoying and watching along.
I want to find this feed. Where do I see it?
Oh, well, Emily will put it over in the chat. You can link over to it, or just jump on our Facebook page. It'll be right there.
Awesome. Okay, wait for that.
So that's from the first album, and back from 2009. And
that's from the beginning of time. Yes.
No, dear. I mean, no. But you have been in it in a hot minute, and you've seen the industry change a whole lot. I mean, the girl that was cranking out music in 2009 is not the woman sitting in front of us right now. If you could go back and talk to Elizabeth in 2009, what advice would you give her?
I have
as
a
far
song
as music?
about that. I have a song
you?
my older self gives me advice in the present. So maybe I'll play that one next. But
hang on to that.
I would say, okay, first I would say go to school for engineering. Just learn how to record yourself so that you can record anyone. Because people have asked me to produce them before, and I am kind of the specific skill sets that I have just makes sense that I would be a producer, because I arrange all the parts, and I did film scoring for a long time. And
let's also just put it out there. Miss Elizabeth went to Berkeley.
Yes.
Of music.
Some people like it, some people don't. It depends.
I freaking love it. I think it's fantastic. Like you have a very specific, education in music theory, music production.
I didn't have music production, even though I went into film scoring. Patty Austin is this wonderful jazz singer that was looking for background vocalists.
Legend.
And she's a legend. She is a legend, actually. But at the time, I was playing with Esperanza Spalding in school, who's actually also very much a legend.
Yes.
And she was like, "Do you want to join this band? You'll get credit for it, basically, and we'll go on tour."
That's awesome.
And that's when I didn't really go to school as a singer, and so I really started singing. I started thinking of songwriting and that path, and thinking of myself, identifying as a singer. instead of composition through this experience. So it was great, but I didn't get this education in engineering. And so my last record was the first time that I sort of gave myself license to, release a record that I had produced.
Yes.
And I also still have so much to learn engineering wise. And so that's my long story long answer of that. But I would also tell myself, if I was talking to myself then, to remember that there's all these people when you're younger, and I was on a major label, and I had, I was lucky to have like a lot of great momentum, but there's a lot of people saying like, you just have to write you just have to write like poppier songs. Like what is that ballad about? Or also there were people that were like, you should lose weight, or you should, that wasn't the label, but I was around, around a lot of people that were saying all sorts of things to me.
Trying to pigeonhole you into their vision of something else.
Like this absolute stereotype, actually, of like what you would think that process would be like. And there is a lot of really supportive people as well. But I think that when someone says to you, like, this is the night, listen, kid, this show.
You want to make it in this business, kid?
This show, and I still have people say that to me after some older man says that to me after every gig, which I appreciate. But like, exactly. But when I was that age, someone would say, this is the most important gig of your life, and don't fuck up, that kind of thing. Like, don't let down the audience.
Oh, that feels great.
And for a long time, I was actually so really like fear. It wasn't even conscious, but I was the perfectionist in me, the classical pianist of years prior when I was a kid, was always like, I need to be perfect to do this, instead of sort of improvising, which is what I do now.
Just go out and be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. And actually, if you enjoy it in the moment, that's the best thing you can do for yourself tonight, is make it a special night. Well. Share it, and think about sharing and caring. But also, like, get to that, whatever that, everyone has another spot where they have to find in their brain, where there's the pleasure zone, where they can really let loose and be open and free and improvisatory. And it's taken me, I'm telling you, like, my entire career.
Write the book, Elizabeth. Write the book. Like, we need to know how to skip to that point so that we can actually go straight to that place where it's just like, you know what? I'm feeling my best self, and I'm going to give you all of me and enjoy all of it. Like, stress be damned.
Fine. Stress be damned. You're fabulous. You want to like write down some of your quotes. But I think that it's with everything that we do, is like, how do I show up to this lesson that I'm going to teach? Or how do I show up to this like meeting with this old friend I haven't seen in a long time and I'm nervous? Or like, how do I show up to this anything where you're kind of doing something that feels new and social and kind of uncomfortable, is how can you be gentler, have that gentler voice with yourself? And then also find the place that's, it's not always possible to find the place where you're grateful or you can find joy in that moment, but it's like this kind of applies to all the stuff. And being a performer, you're actually practicing over and over again how to be in the moment. That's like it's cool because you discipline yourself to be someone that can snap in.
I've never really heard it put that way before.
You have that.
Really, you have to practice being in the moment.
Yes. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Because if not, your head's just spinning.
Well, if not, you can still probably play your songs and do whatever. But if you're watching yourself all the time,
you're not going to connect.
For what you're not going to do. Yeah, exactly. And you're not going to get anything out of it from just being like, whoa, I made that mistake or whatever it is, and concentrating on that part of it.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, because if it's inauthentic, it's not going to connect. And it's that connection between artist and art lover that, when you're in that moment and like, even like if it's a song you don't even know, or you like an artist you've never seen before, and you're like, oh my God, like there's something about this that's really kind of speaking to me or vibrating, within me, that is authentic and that is a true connection. And we have so many buzzes and voices and whatnots in our heads these days that it's really hard to do that. So I love that you point that out. My therapist tells me to get back in the moment, to list 3 things I could have done better, and then 3 things that I'm really grateful for. So it's like, grab the negative, identify it, put it over here, Now let's grab the good and let's focus on this over here.
Yes. So the bad is before the actual moment,
right?
Because there's so much to happen in but in the moment you're grabbing the things that you're grateful for.
Yes.
Yeah.
And more often than not, they revolve around music.
Oh, that's nice.
Or getting to
Mine
like
too.
this with you. Yeah. So good. Thank you.
Mine
Elizabeth
usually
from
revolve
Catapult.
around rabbits and
rabbits and music.
rabbits, and it's all very. Sometimes when I talk about, like, I was on a dating site for a minute. I've been with someone for about a year, but I was on a dating site for a minute, sort of like right before the pandemic. And whenever I have to say like my interests and like my hobbies, like I'm like, okay. You have a life, Elizabeth. You absolutely have a life. Okay, let's think about what you do. Okay.
You're like, but I'm really into bunnies.
These authors, you like meditating, you love and you spend way too much of your day every day playing or listening to music. And it's like, it's sort of at a certain point, sometimes I'll meet like savants, like really ingenious, like, or famous musicians that I've always looked up to, or I'm like working with them and I'm like, I'm being a fangirl.
And I'll realize, but I'm
they can't they don't know how to like write checks or something, or like they don't know how to like, there's like very like
in that
normal
sense,
life things, or like they don't know a lot about, like they haven't been reading the paper or something. They're so entrenched in the music. So sometimes I have to like be like, okay, Elizabeth, you also want to know about, there's other shit going on.
I need to walk down to the bodega and get a bagel and have a life and get out of this apartment and like take a break from the music. Now I'm going to shove you back into the music because this is the Jam Happy Hour and the Sweet Relief Musicians Fun. And I've noticed that your fans love to comment while you are performing, and they talk about how generous you are.
I need to know. Can I figure this out? Like how to get on? Okay, so
We'll do a lesson here in a minute. I am looking at the Jam Facebook page is what I'm watching, and also the YouTube as well. And Emily can throw some comments up here in our screen as well. And shout out to the Jam family.
I keep trying to do it, and it's not letting me go. So I'm relying on you, Emily.
And you're in very good hands. What would you like to play for us next?
And Emily sent me wine, and she is my best friend forever.
She is the wine fairy.
She's a wine fairy. Let's do something on the guitar, since we're just talking way too much.
Well, now we've just learned Elizabeth is a multi-instrumentalist.
Oh yes, I just left a clarinet. I did a house party last weekend in New Haven, pretty close to New York. I left my clarinet there.
What?
I left my clarinet, so now I have.
How dare you?
Someone is delivering. It's a whole thing. I have like people delivering that are coming into New York, and it's
we got percussion, strings, woodwind.
No, I don't do strings. I hire out for strings.
Well, you're doing strings right now.
Thank you. I understand what you're saying. I thought you were saying a violin or a cello or.
Oh no.
I can do mouth percussion. Okay, I think I was about to play. Should I do Someday Soon? I'll do Someday Soon. No, I'm trying to keep it light for the happy hour. This is sort of light. It's the song about a dream I had, a recurring dream I had, where an older woman was taking me down this path to this beautiful house by a lake, and she would invite me into her house and sit me down on her couch and be about to tell me something. And then I would wake up. And so I just kept having this experience with this older woman who was like taking me into this beautiful house, and she wanted to tell me something. Finally, one day, we went through all the motions. And when I sat down on her couch, she said to me, Elizabeth, I wish you would take it all like a woman twice your age. And I realized that the older woman in the dream was me in the future telling me in the present to chill out. And that's a line in this song. This is Better Days. Oop. I learned to run just by watching Father held my tongue when he said I should. Oh, darling, I went to bed in the early hours. I played along the best I could. I learned to cry before I knew what fear was. I learned to bite before my teeth grew in. Oh, darling, I looked away when I wasn't wanted. I played along the best I could. I played along the best I could. On better days, I believe in the words I sing aloud. I recall what they meant when I first wrote them down. And I don't second guess what I learned along the way. I smile just the same on better days. I don't have to live up to the legends in my past, or recall what I lost and I'll never have again. I just try to take it all like a woman twice my age on better days. On better days. On better days. I learned to kiss just like they do in movies. I learned to flirt before I spoke a word. Oh, darling, I learned to laugh even when I hated. I played along the best I could. Oh, and every night I play that same old record. And every day I dance that same old dance, singing though there are clouds in the sky. I get by if I smile the best I can. If I smile the best I can. Oh, if I smile the best I can. On better days, I believe in the words I sing aloud. I recall what they meant when I first wrote them down. And I don't second guess what I learned along the way. I smile just the same on better days. I don't have to live up to the legends in my past. Oh, I recall when I lost and I'll never have again. Oh, I just try to take it all like a woman twice my age. On better days, on a better days. Da 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 da. Oh, I don't have to live up to the legends in my past, or recall what I lost and I'll never have again. I just try to take it all like a woman twice my age. On a better days, on better days.
Your recurring dream is a lot better than mine.
Oh no.
When you get to that point where you finally have that kind of breakthrough, where she's just like, you know, it's going to be fine. Like, just take it better. Be cool. Be chill. Mine involves like stress and anxiety.
Oh gosh. Oh, I have all sorts of wild and bizarre dreams. And I try different things for it. Like I'll be like, okay, if I have valerian root, okay, if I don't eat meat, if I don't have a glass of wine, if I don't this, I won't have a weird dream. I won't have a dream about like my bunny with like a goat's head. if I just do this one thing. But I have the wildest dreams. It's like it's lit up or something at night.
Do you get a lot of like inspiration out of that though? Like obviously you're a very creative person, but do you like wake up and actually remember a lot of these and go, oh.
Yes, because I think that and I know we're getting very mental and therapy happy on this happy hour, but what else is there to do in a bar, really? A virtual bar? I think that the whatever the subconscious, whatever darkness lurks below is coming out, and fun stuff, but all sorts of weird stuff is happening in my dreams. And then I try to like accept it and write it down or something. And I think that my daytime is spent conjuring so much, trying to find the joy wherever I can grab it.
Yeah.
That sometimes if it just doesn't come out during the day, it's going to do its thing at night. And
it's going to come out at night.
Yes.
Do you think sometimes maybe in some way, hold that thought, I'm coming back to it. You guys keep commenting, keep adding. Every time you do that, we get $1 and it's beautiful. And I love your comments and they're so super supportive. So you pour some more wine. We are benefiting the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund this evening here in the Jam Happy Hour. And it's just great to get to hang out and get to know each other a little bit better and obviously enjoy the music and the storytelling too. But do you feel like sometimes maybe in those dreams that might be a form of like manifestation? Like I want to put something out into the universe, or I want to show myself some kindness from my older self, or I want to this is my new thing in life right now. It's like I want to manifest some good stuff.
Okay, I will have to tell you honestly, and that sounds wonderful. Manifesting
well, don't lie
good
to
stuff.
me.
I will tell you that if my dreams are what I'm manifesting, I'm going to have a frightening nightmare, chaotic, psycho life.
But you can write a lot of good songs off of that.
But I do. And there's some good stuff too, some once in a while I'll be like, hey, that's a fun experience I'm having. But I think that truly that, everyone's brain is different. Some people don't even remember their dreams. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, what is that life like?
Yeah. But I always wake up perplexed and confused. Like,
exactly.
What just happened?
Are you playing tricks on me again? That's that experience. But I
there's
think
therapy again. There she is again. That's
yeah, there she is. So I think, and this is getting weird, but I think that we have our gentler selves that we work on, that we're befriending all the time, and that we're strengthening, is that kinder voice, obviously.
Okay.
And that sometimes my dreams feel like the little like devil that's on the other shoulder. So it's like you have the angel and you're trying to strengthen the angel's voice. And then the devil is like, ha ha, you're crazy. You're
laughing
still crazy.
Just like that, by the way.
And yeah. And that's how that dichotomy works for me. And I am very much grateful now for all this. I wrote a song, Underwater, that was about, my fear of sometimes of my wild dreams before I like really accepted them as just part of the whole thing, and sort of as kind of nonsense sometimes. But
how cool that must be, though, be able to take those emotions and take those thoughts and put them into a song, and then know that you're going to release it and it's going to become something completely different to somebody else. How
it's the way that my fans react to my music, and even like I've made a bunch of records. I've been doing it for a while, and everyone, like if I ask for a request in the audience, everyone has a different request every time. I'm always playing a new song that I didn't think that I was going to be playing.
Right.
And so that was kind of an offshoot, but to get back to the theme is that like, I think that I have stayed as stable as I could be through having a very like kind of fervent imagination because of being able to write and being able to perform, because that outlet, it really does feel like the cheapest therapy there is. And then maybe it's not cheap because it's actually expensive to tour and do your own music.
Well,
but it really is like oh, that makes everything okay, because you're sort of accepting it. You're looking at it outside of yourself and you're saying, you're okay. I see you, you know?
Hmm. Getting to perform those songs for other people, it has to be very cathartic, for
Yes.
yourself. Has there been an artist that you've seen recently that you found yourself surprisingly just like completely into, and you had that cathartic experience the other
Oh my
way?
God, there's so many all the time.
Oh,
Recently,
yeah.
mm, you know what? My friend Michelle Willis, I'm very close with her.
Hmm.
She's a dear friend, but I'm also a big fan of hers, and she is just one of those songwriters where she sort of, she, like me, she plays a lot of shows and other musicians respect her.
Hmm.
And she was in David Crosby's band for
Okay.
years. She was playing with him, and she has this other lighthouse. It's called the Lighthouse Band, with her and him and this girl Becca Stevens and this guy Michael League. But anyway, the point is that she's out there, but I really think she should be like world famous. Like everyone should know her.
Sure.
And like I'm convinced that she's like the new Joni Mitchell, and that like
Oh,
everyone
well,
has to
that's a
get
strong
with it.
statement.
Everyone has to get
Get
with
with
it
it.
already. So when she wrote a song with Crosby that before he passed away, and it's so beautiful. And I was just watching her. I opened for her the other day, and I was watching her sing this song.
Mm.
I was just getting so many chills, because it's one of those songs that sort of transcends whatever our reality is. It feels spiritual, and
Yeah, I mean,
it's just, it gives me pins and needles just thinking about it. But I have that all the time with people. Sometimes I freak them out if I don't know them, and I'm like, I'm a super fan.
like I had the best time.
I love
Thank
being a
you.
super fan.
Have you ever had anybody do that to you?
Yes,
How does that
I
feel?
have. When someone says they're like nervous around me, or that, I had a house show and then some fans from New York came out to New Haven, and from Vermont, and different people like traveled for the show I played last weekend.
Mhm.
And I was having such a fun time playing for them in a living room. It was so cool. And afterwards, she must be a singer, but she was saying, I'm so nervous about you. Like, I don't know what to say. And I was just thinking,
Aw.
girl, if you knew me,
Like,
you
no
do not
need for
have to be
that.
nervous about this.
This is
No.
okay. This is
My
just
shit
fine.
stinks, and you're doing great. You're doing great, and it's very sweet.
It is really
Yeah.
cool how music can kind of connect everybody like
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
like bring everybody down to the same level. And whether it's a
Yes.
stadium show
Yeah.
to a small club to like a
Yes.
house party. I think Kim's in the comments. She was there when you lost your clarinet. She said you were fantastic.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we donated $1 for that too. So keep commenting along. Side note, if there you go. And if you could also put an emoji of your favorite pizza topping up, that would be great.
Oh yes, because
We can do
we
$1 every time.
discussed that I love pineapple on my pizza. I love Joe's Pizza of Nueva York, de Nueva
Yeah.
York. Joe's Pizza is great. Shout out.
I don't know what it says about me. I'm a plain cheese pizza girl. But
That's
I
good
would
though. You got to go with the original. What works? You're always going to get. You're not messing around when you're like the main ingredients.
So walk me through a day in your life. So if you and I are going to walk down New York, we're going to go grab a slice. We're going to go
Ugh.
catch some live music. What venue are we going to?
Ooh. This is a fun question, because I'm obsessed with my neighborhood, and I've lived here for 13 years.
Okay.
I'm in South Slope, Brooklyn. Holla. Love South Slope. I get up and I go to Roots Cafe across the street from my house. And I see like everyone that works there is amazing. They do open mics, they do poetry nights, it's like a community center. It's across the
It's
street.
right there.
It's right there. It's so cool. So I go, I get my cup of coffee, and then I come back home, and since I got my new sweet little baby rabbits, Junie and Sammy, I've had them for about 4 months. I sing to them with my new nylon string guitar that I just played. So I sing to
I
them.
want to see the guitar. I want to see the bunnies. I want to see everything. So
I know.
If you guys
I'm
aren't
just
following her on Instagram, we're expecting pictures later.
I know. I want to move this setup, but it's like everything is the goddamn microphones ruin everything.
We need the bunnies.
Like, I know. Like maybe I could just go run and try to grab one. Should I do that and see if I can get it in the picture?
And I'm going to reiterate that everybody can go and donate to the Sweet Relief Fund. Go.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to be right back.
Because there are bunnies involved. So this is the Jam Happy Hour. We do this, a few times a month where we get to hang out, enjoy some music. But the Sweet Relief evenings are really special to us because we can raise money for a really cool fund to benefit artists as well as backline, front of the house, back of the house, like anybody putting these live music shows together. And it's not just a COVID thing. So like, comment, share, put up a bunny emoji. Yeah, Kim's like, bring on the bunnies. Oh my God.
Okay, I can't hear anything. This will only last one moment. He's very unhappy.
Did you just wake him up?
I just woke him up and he hates, or she hates being held. This is like her nightmare, but she's also being so cuddly right now. You can't even see, like the thing with this bunny is that you can't really tell what it is. Like you're like, is it a purse? Is it like a handbag? Is it like
it's just the right color that it can blend into everything?
It's like, here, let me see if I can get. Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Aww.
Can you see that a little more?
It is officially our first bunny here in the Jam Happy Hour. Thank you for that. It makes me happy. I mean, I'm sure the team
saying
back
I'm sorry, honey, to her.
or me. I'll take it too. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. That makes me so happy. I love that you have this like great love for your bunnies. And like they're just the sweetest creatures ever.
They're the sweetest. But I have to say before in terms of the day, that in terms of going to clubs, I just want to make sure that I shout out some good New York City clubs. I think that I've stayed here. I'm from New York City. And I think that I stayed in Brooklyn all these years because of the musicians and the scene. And there is a scene, there absolutely there's just a ton of music going on all the time.
Awesome.
And if you're like, I don't know where to find it or whatever, go, I've obviously played Rockwood Music Hall a ton, and there's great stuff that goes through there. They have really good sound. But there's these new clubs. There's this place called Drome, I think, or Dram. I'm gonna be playing in September, and it has it's like Joe's Pub. It has a big grand piano and beautiful seats, and there's so many theaters that are lovely. But you don't have to go to Music Hall Williamsburg. You don't have to go to Bowery Ballroom. You can go to a smaller place too, and there's tons of them. And there's a place called the Owl Music Parlor, which is great. And there's a place called Bar Lunatico, which is great. And you see the top-notch musicians in tiny places, that fit 150 people.
I just want to get back to it and be in that space where that
I never
music
get
is so
sick
visceral.
of it. I never get sick of it. And people are like, "Are you going to move to LA? Your boyfriend's in LA." And I'm like, I will visit a lot.
You and I have a lot in common. We are quickly getting close to the end of our hour here, which is bonkers how fast it goes by. I think
You're
maybe
so good at your job. You're great.
I'm just good at hanging out with you.
No, you're really good. You're such an easy interview. It's great. Yeah.
You're making me very, very happy. I think maybe we can squeeze out 2 more songs.
Okay. Whatever works.
I want to hear more. I'm so into this vibe, and I'm so into this sound, and I'm loving your story.
Okay.
I'm loving everything about this.
Okay.
Hi, guitar friend. You're back.
Yes, let's get back in. Let's get back in there. This is
It sounds happy, but probably isn't.
Well, it's like the mix, all of the songs they're upbeat. If they're upbeat, there's a little bit of there's some growl under there, but this is about those dreams, It's about that not being afraid of the way our brains work and what they want to do,
Okay.
Just kind of going there.
I love it.
I'm lost. Took a while to get around. Now I think I come around. I'm found. Took a while to get around. Now I think I got it all worked out. Da, da, da. One is one is two is one. I got no use for hopelessness, just the regret of another man. I can run, I can run, I can run, I can run. Is there a light at the other end, or just the knowledge of the ever-changing sun, 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 sun? Is there a light at the other end? Oh, sun, 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 sun. Is there a light at the other end? 'Cause I'm not afraid of sleeping like I used to be. Oh, I could take to dreaming like a fish in the sea. And the world looks so much better in sapphire green. I can hold my breath longer than I ever believed. And I'm not afraid of sleeping like I used to be. I can crash into the waves, let them roll over me. And the world looks so much better in sapphire green. Oh, I can hold my breath longer than I ever believed. Than I ever believed. I believe. I forgot. But I remember just in time what was. I couldn't lie. I know, I always knew that even though I grew up cynical, I still learned how to laugh at myself too. Even though I grew up cynical, do, 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 do. 'Cause I'm not afraid of sleeping like I used to be. Oh, I can take to dreaming like a fish in the sea. And the world looks so much better in sapphire green. I can hold my breath longer than I ever believed. And I'm not afraid of sleeping like I used to be. I can crash into the waves that roll over me. And the world looks so much better. The world looks so much better, thank goodness. And I'm not afraid of sleeping. And I'm not afraid of living. And I'm not afraid to just be. And I'm not afraid of sleeping like I used to be. I can crash into the waves, let them roll over me. And the world looks so much better, 'cause I can hold my breath longer. Oh, I can hold my breath longer. Oh, I can hold my breath longer. Oh, I can try. Drink more water, call my mother, call my friends. Be in the moment somehow, right? Wear my favorite coat more often. Sing to my bunnies every day. Go to my favorite clubs every day or every other day. And just breathe. And just breathe. And just breathe.
I think you've done a really good job of staying in the moment, and obviously,
Oh, thank you.
drink the water and call my mother and wear my favorite coat and sing to my bunnies and go to my clubs and just breathe. Good Lord, just breathe. There was a comment that was put up about that the beauty in your music is you can feel a little bit of sadness, but you always leave with a smile.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Isn't that good?
That's like such a relief for me, because that's what I want to do. That's all I want to do is like relate, and then just I actually do just want to give a smile. I know it sounds trite, but I just want people to like feel a little more at ease.
I don't think it's trite at all. I think,
Yeah.
you know, when you have a gift and you obviously you've known from a very early age, and we didn't even get into like how you got into music and your influence and all that stuff, because it wasn't a part of this conversation tonight. And hopefully you'll come back and we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, I'd love that.
But I think you definitely get that. You get that vibe off of you. And I have one more question. And
yeah,
what is the Catapult?
So I what it originally was it was my first EP before my record that I put out with Verve, the one that Verve liked, that we just did
the
like in
Taller
our
Children.
like there's an EP before Taller Children that I made with my boyfriend and my best friend. Like at home.
That's how we do all the things.
We do all the things our boyfriend or best friend. It was all covered. And we made this record, and we were, we're playing together a lot. And I said, they were like, okay, well, the name of the album is, your name, Elizabeth Zeman. And then we'll have, we're calling it Catapult, because it's like our first record, and it's like exciting, and it's going to get us going. And, it did get us signed, which is very cute.
Oh, I can hear the record meeting now.
Whatever it is. Yeah, it's very stupid, very silly. And I based it. I was like, okay, so the album cover should be this little girl, this little like devilish girl with a paper crane, but it's really like a little catapult pointed towards her catapult is pointed towards the paper cranes in the sky. And she's like this little, like, like Veruca Salt character almost.
Oh, but Daddy, I want it now.
Yes, Daddy. And I said, I will kill the birds. I don't know what accent. I don't know. You had a better accent than me. But anyway, the point is that this album cover, we were so obsessed with it. Last minute, I just said, like, oh, can we just call it like Elizabeth and the Catapult instead of Elizabeth Zeman, because I feel like it sort of embodies the feeling of this, like all the kind of push and pull of the music. And so people mistake it. They think it's like a specific person. Or I play with my friend Adam Minkoff a ton. Like we go on tour duo a lot together, and I play with a really big band sometimes. They're like, who's the Catapult? You're the Catapult. And I'm kind of like, the Catapult is just it's my like ever, it's like the friction that like pushes me, that I'm like, I'm still like riding it, and it's a feeling, and it's kind of hard to describe that. But every time someone's like, well, who's the Catapult now? I'm just like, that guy, this thing.
Or changes, like a pandemic, the DMV.
The truth is that it's a state of mind, man. That's what I've been always saying.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, the fastest hour in music. I have absolutely loved getting to spend this time with you and getting to know your music and you a little bit better. And we got a bunny, the first bunny ever in the Jam Happy Hour. And you guys, please, if you're not already a big fan and following everything that she does, add her to your playlists, put her on your socials, share. Obviously, it goes a long way to benefit to the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, but just in this industry as a whole right now, being out there and being aware and sharing is the best thing that you can do for artists. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your talent. And I'm going to say cheers. Thank you to your new friendship, because you're not getting rid of me.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Totally.
That's
cheers.
Lucky. Cheers, Thanks. Man. You rock, dude. You're the best. You're the best at what you do. You're the best.
Aw. Well, thank you for a beautiful hour. Come meet me in Napa.
I would love that. I will. I'll be going back to the West Coast for my boyfriend. So gotta make it out. Yeah,
we can make this happen. All right, we're gonna do this offline. Cheers, everybody. You can have a beautiful night. Share and comment and like and raise some money and go support live music.
Yes,
Cheers.
indeed. Cheers. Thank you.